What is competition for a startup? How to beat competitors and build monopoly? That is something we are going to explore in this video. Now, what competition really means, and is it good or bad, and how smartest founders build monopoly? That is something we will also discuss in this video. Competition actually means that two companies are not just building the same product, but they are targeting the same customer. So they are both are looking for same attention, same money. So if, for example, two startups are fighting for the same kind of customer behavior, they are both targeting the same investor and they are using the same marketing channel. Let me give you an example. ChatGPT and OpenAI ChatGPT and Perplexity both are competitors of each other. It is because they both are targeting the same customer behavior. They both want to be your go-to AI assistant, and that is something they both are doing. They are unique in their own way, but they are targeting the same customer behavior. So they are the competitors. Now, is competition can be a good or bad? That is the real thing. Now, everyone is afraid of competition, but do it has some kind of advantages, like real advantages? Yes, there are some few advantages, and one of them is that the problem is real. The market is real. The pain is existing because other people are also targeting the same pain. It means the problem is real. People are willing to pay, and this is something which YC investors focus on. They want more players. So the competition attract investors. It also gets you the kind of attention you need, and it also push the innovation. Everyone is striving to reach customers, to make their differentiation. So that's how the innovation is being pushed. Now you might have, like everyone may say that when competition it becomes bad, like when it causes a real problem, when you should be afraid of this thing, because when companies are competing, they are fighting for the same kind of attention. They are targeting the same keyword, they are targeting the same press, they are targeting the same audience. And if the space is not much there, like it happens in some industries, then there is very less space to differentiate. There are very less features on which you can differentiate. There is very less options available you can differentiate, and that's where it gets tough for everyone, and which result in that your margins start shrinking. I can give you an example of, for example, airlines or telecoms. So there is very less space for differentiation, and it affects the industry overall. So the profit margins are less. Now, how real monopolies are built? We need monopolies to build the competition, and monopoly is good for you as long as it is illegal. Everyone wants to have monopoly in the industry. So how we can build it so we can beat the competition? And there are some ingredients of the monopoly, and one of the key ingredients, there are four actually ingredients, and one of the ingredient is proprietary technology. Like you have built something that others can't have. You have legal protection, like the Google developed its algorithm, and they protected it so through proprietary technology. Another way is having a network effect. It's mean that you are building an ecosystem which supports you, which involve every time new people joins, it improves your product. For example, you have a plugin system. People can develop plugins, like it's happened in the case of Figma. You have the other relevant products like FigJam. There are many ways you can have network effects which supports you, and that result in the improvement of the product. Economies of scale, like it's happened in the case of big companies, and most of the time you have monopoly when you reach this point, like your cost has been drastically reduced, so your profit margins are good, and as long number of increasing orders are helping you to provide a cost no one other can match. And the fourth thing is you become a brand. A brand is something which customer think of you. It's an emotional thing. It's emotional trust, and your competitor can't beat it. It's not about having the features. It's about an image of you, which they think about you, that who you are, and even having the other features, they still trust you for the better experience. So these things are the important. But when you are a startup, you will see that everyone talk about the growth. Is that the real thing you need to beat this competition? I have a doubt. Growth is great. It's provide you that you are progressing. But there is one another thing, that is durability. Durability means that you are still standing even after 5 years, like after 10 years. So that is the mindset of monopoly. The people who have durability, they dominate the market eventually. Now, monopoly is a really thing, and it's how you put it. Like, let me give you a very funny perception. Some companies which have the monopoly show that they don't have the monopoly. Why? To protect them from the regulation. And the companies who don't have the monopoly, sometimes they show that they have the monopoly to attract the investors. So this is very funny perception about monopoly. Now let me one important thing about you. Tell you one important thing about the monopoly, and that is, should you be the first one or the last one? I think you should be the last one. The last one who built the most defensible version of the idea. You can be the first one doing that, but like you want to have the last mover advantage, but you are the first one who built the defensible version of that idea that no one can beat. So you are the last one standing, and no one is beating you. So monopoly is great, and competition is great, and competition helps you to know that market is real. But what you need to know is that you should be the one who is hard to copy. You should focus on growth, but you should also focus on durability. You should be surviving after 4 or 5 years in the future. So build the durability to be the value. That's how we beat the competition. I hope this video helps you.